Hello my dear students, I hope you all are very fine and doing well in studies. Today we are going to discuss further about chapter 6, that is plants making and storing food. In the previous video we had discussed the different part of the plant and the function of those parts also. In this video we are going to discuss the different part of a leaf. Okay, what are the different part of a leaf and how they are supporting to the leaf and why they are important. After that we will also discuss about the transpiration, what is the meaning of transpiration and how these are important for the plant. Different part of a leaf are tip, margin, midrib, vein, base and petiole, and the broad surface that you are seeing is leaf, blade or lamina. Before discussing further about these part in detail, let's discuss the different shape of the leaf. Okay, we are seeing the different shape of the leaf around us. Some are very small, some are very big, some are in the bunch. Okay, some look like the flower and some are very narrow, and some of the leaf has converted into spine. So why they are present in the different shape and what are the uses? Actually, depending upon the uses or the circumstances or atmosphere, the type of the leaves are present in the trees. If the trees are very big, the number of leaves are larger, so that they can make the food for whole plant. If they are growing in a hill station or in a cold area, then their leaves are very narrow, so that the water reduction can be reduced in that. So the shape and the sizes of all the leaf are different, but although they are different, but they are having the same function in the plant, that is making the food, and they are having the same part also. You are seeing the different leaves here, but if we will compare all the leaves, then they all are similar in respect of the part of the leaf. Okay, so let's discuss the different part which is common in all the leaves. The first part we are going to discuss is leaf blade. What is leaf blade? Leaf blade is the flat surface that you are seeing in this picture. Okay, let me show this. This whole part you are seeing, this whole surface you are seeing that I am drawing, these all are the leaf blade. Okay, so leaf blade are the flat surface, okay, of the leaf. And why it is flat? Because so that it can absorb the maximum amount of sunlight. This leaf blade is very thin, okay, and these are broad. Why these are broad? So that the maximum amount of sunlight can be absorbed for the photosynthesis. Next, these are very thin also, because if they will thick, the sunlight could not be penetrate. It cannot be enter so deep into the leaf. That's why the leaf of the plant are very thin. Okay, so that they can absorb the carbon dioxide also, and they can absorb the sunlight also very nicely, and the sunlight can penetrate deep into the leaf. Okay, if it will be thick, then the maximum amount of sunlight cannot go inside of the leaf, it cannot penetrate. That's why they are big, broad and thin. Next part of the leaf is margin. What is the margin? Margin is the edge of the leaf, and the edge is different in the different leaves, as I told you in the beginning. As the shape of the leaves are different, so the margin will always be different. But actually margin is present in all the leaves at the side of the leaf. As you are seeing, I am drawing. So this is the edge of the leaf. So the margin of this leaf is like this, and the margin of this leaf is like this. So margin is the edge of the leaf that I have drawn in this picture. So this is the margin. You all understood, I guess. The next is midrib. What is midrib? In the picture you can easily see what the meaning of midrib is. Okay, let me draw the picture also, it will be more clear. So midrib is the middle part that I am drawing. Okay, it is the pipe like structure which is present in the mid of the leaf, okay, and it is providing support also. How it is providing support? Because you are knowing the leaf is very thin, and if the midrib will not be there, then they will not get the support. So in the middle of the leaf, the midrib is there, so midrib is providing support also, so that the leaf will not bend and it will be straight. And not only to support the leaf, the midrib is present, but to transport the water and food is also happening with the help of midrib. The midrib is spread in the center of the leaf, and it is providing the water and food to all the leaf. Okay, so the leaf contains vein in the center of the leaf is called midrib. I hope you all have understood. The next is the side vein. Okay, what is the midrib? Midrib is also the vein. Okay, but it is a little thick, it is a little broad like a pipe, and it is present in the center of the leaf. But the side veins are little like branches, as you can see in the picture. The middle one is also vein and the side is also vein. Both are vein, but in the between it is main vein. That's why it carry more food and water for the leaf, and the other part of the leaf are getting these food and water with the help of the side vein. Okay, so that easily all the material could be reached throughout the leaf. So there are the two types of the main. One is main vein, which is known as midrib, and the second is side vein, which is spread over the leaf. The next is apex. What is apex? Apex is the tip of the plant. If you will see, tip of the leaf, sorry. If you will see, the different type of leaves are present, and according to that, the tip is also different in the different leaf. If you will see these two picture, then the tip is a little broader in first one and the tip is little narrow in the second one, but both the leaf is having the tip. So in the plant, the term is apex, which is used for the tip of the leaf. Tip of the leaves is known as apex. The next is petiole. The petiole is one of the very important part of the leaf. What it do? It is used to connect the leaf to the branch or stem. You are seeing, this is the petiole. Okay, this is the petiole, and if you will see this very nicely, then this petiole is used to connect the leaf to the stem. Okay. But petiole and stem is different. Don't think the petiole is the stem. The stem is the main part of the plant and it used to support the plant. But the leaf, the petiole is connecting the leaf to the stem only. This is the difference. The stem is the different part of the plant, but petiole is the different part of the leaf. Okay, petiole is the part of the leaf, whereas the stem is the part of the plant. So please don't confuse between these. Petiole is the different and stem is different. Next, I am going to discuss about the lungs of the plant. That means it is the kidney shaped one part which is present downside of the leaf only. It is the stomata that you are seeing. It is a stomata which is known as the guard cells also. Why it is known as guard cell? Because it used to protect the plant. How? Because it only allow the sufficient amount of the carbon dioxide and sufficient amount of oxygen is released through this stomata only, and these stomata are present in the kidney shape. If you will see this, okay, if I am drawing this picture, then you will compare this structure, then it is like a kidney beans, okay, and they are closed. When they are closed, they look like this. When they are open, they look like this. Okay, so in between there is a hole, okay, which used to open when they have to absorb the carbon dioxide or release the oxygen, and rest of the time they are closed. So this is the lung of the plant. Okay, why? Because in our body what the lungs do? Lungs are used to exchange the carbon dioxide and oxygen. The same thing happen in the plant with the help of this stomata. That's why we call stomata the lungs of the plant. Okay. Now we are going to discuss the transpiration which is happening in the plant with the help of the stomata only. What is the meaning of transpiration? You all are knowing we give water to the plant so that they can do the photosynthesis, right? But sometimes what happens, they absorb the extra amount of water and that is not required by the plant. So whatever water is present in extra in the plant, they used to release out in the form of water vapor. So this process of reducing the water in the form of water vapor from the plant is known as transpiration, and this transpiration is done by the stomata only. Okay, as you all are knowing, stomata is the small pores present downside of the leaf and it used to open when the water vapor has to released out from the leaf. Then stomata used to open, and with the help of these stomata the extra water used to remove from this plant. Okay, so you all are knowing, after absorbing the water from the ground, okay, it is transported to each and every part of the plant. But after the photosynthesis, if they are having the extra water, they all are used to, the plants used to release this extra water in the form of water vapor. This process is known as transpiration. I hope you all have understood, and in this process the stomata is playing the very important role. So I hope you all have understood the different part of the leaf and also the process of the transpiration. The transpiration is very important, my dear, because if the more water will present in the plant, then plant will die, because only they need the sufficient amount of water to make their food for the photosynthesis. If the water will be extra, then it will harm the plant, obviously. Okay, that's why this transpiration is very important. This transpiration is used by some of the trees like gulmohar, mango, to keep them calm, to keep them cool in the summer season also. In the summer season, they used to evaporate the water in the environment, and by that process those trees keeps themselves cool in the summer season. So transpiration is important for the trees, big trees, in the summer season also. Thank you so much for watching this video.